Good evening, we are live. Just giving you a preview of our brochure. Everybody joining us, good evening. Happy Friday to all of my followers and all of our supporters. My name is Daryl Milly. I am the Brooklyn chapter representative for the Salgi Esophageal Cancer Research Foundation. And this live is to obviously let all of our followers and supporters know that the fourth annual EC awareness event is set. It's all set. It's set to go. It's going to be on Saturday, September 17th at Marine Park, where it's been held in previous years. So I'll just give you a recap, and anybody who's watching this later on can ask questions, make suggestions, any type of ideas you may have, or if you'd like to be a sponsor, I'll get into that in a little while. If you'd like to be a volunteer, if you'd like to offer any type of physical support, such as donating any prizes, we'll get into that as well. So once again, my name is Daryl Milly. I'm the Brooklyn chapter representative for the Salgi Esophageal Cancer Research Foundation, and I've been hosting this event in honor of my father Joseph, who lost his battle with esophageal cancer in 2010. After battling it for just for a few short years. We didn't even know it was a cancer at the time when he was diagnosed. And after he passed away in 2010, it took me quite some time to get my bearings together. And when I started running races as a runner, I was running for different causes, prostate cancer, ovarian cancer. And unfortunately, I didn't find any events that raised awareness for the disease that took my father's life. So I did my research, and I came to the Salgi Foundation. They were very humble, a great organization. All the proceeds and all the research that they're doing, they hope to contribute to a breathalyzer test kind of idea, like a breathalyzer, just to see if there's any cancer cells in the esophagus, which is a non-invasive form of testing. But we're definitely, still focused on our mission, which is early screening, early testing, and mandated screenings. That's the most important thing for this mission, and that's I guess the most important part of this event is to encourage our politicians to get involved, encourage politicians to sponsor this event, so that we can raise awareness for esophageal cancer. And most people don't realize that heartburn, indigestion, acid reflux, and many other digestive discomforts are warning signs of esophageal cancer. Another thing that we're fighting for is for someone to not have to live 4 or 5 years or longer with heartburn and these digestive discomforts before they get screened, before they get an endoscopy. My father suffered for several years with heartburn, and he suffered a long time before they finally did an endoscopy, and it was caught too late. The cancer is usually caught too late. And I've been doing a survivor series. I'm looking for more survivors to interview, to give some hope to those fighting. And one of the things I had aimed to do was to have a survivor at one of our events. So if anybody here, anybody watching in the replay, would like to bring a survivor. In New York City, I'm not sure if that's, it takes a long time to find somebody, especially because the cancer is caught so late. And life expectancy, my father was given 5 years to live, and he didn't last more than a couple of years. So my hope is that a survivor could attend the event and give families some support, maybe some sign of hope that that it is that it could be caught in the earlier stages. It could be a fight. It could be a good fight, and just to give some type of encouragement. Um, so at this year's event, at the fourth annual event, we're going to have the same amenities as we had the past couple of years because people love the amenities. We will be having the Keep Hope Alive wall. We're going to have a poster where you can tape and affix your loved ones' pictures to the wall. So we're still going to have the Keep Hope Alive wall. We're still going to have the wine raffle. The wine raffle is a big hit. All the proceeds from our wine raffle go directly to the Salgi Foundation for research. So every dollar makes a difference. And, the wine raffle has been a big hit. And I think that's just a great amenity and a great fundraising amenity to keep going as the years progress. So we're still going to have that. We're also going to have the speaker session. So anybody who registers for the event, who's lost a loved one to esophageal cancer, I really want them to share their story. Hi, Melissa. Melissa is joining us. Lauren's joining us. How are you, Lauren? So I really want more people, I want more families to share their stories. And it's important to me because I think that esophageal cancer needs a voice. And I think that more families need to comfort each other, network with each other, and support each other because it is such a lesser known cancer and it's so hard to fight and it's hard to watch your loved one die of this particular cancer. Because it affects everything, So everybody's going to look forward to coming back to the event, and I would love to see all the participants who shared their stories previously to share it again, because I think the more you tell your story, the stronger you get. The healing is a lot. It kind of helps you heal to tell your story because crying helps you heal. And sharing your story also helps you heal. So pass the word on to anybody who may have been affected by this cancer. And we do want to hear your story. We want you to share it with all the participants. And we want you to connect with others to share your experience because that's the best tool for prevention is to share experiences, to encourage others to self-advocate. And that's a very important part of this event is for the surviving family members to push for self-advocacy and, as a daughter of somebody who passed of this cancer, to know what should I be doing? What should I look for? Should I be vigilant of my health? So speaking of health, I should have told Angelina, if Angelina's going to watch this later, if you haven't seen, I posted Preferred Health magazine. Actually had published my father's story in the winter edition of Preferred Health magazine, and it was really difficult for me to kind of write my story, my father's story. But in another respect, I am actually going to tell my father's story at our September event. I've never told my father's story. It's always been not only difficult for me, but I wanted to give the spotlight to other families who need the support and other families who need the outlet. So my father's story is here. It's in the winter edition of Preferred Health magazine. So if you want to read the story itself, go to preferredhealthmagazine.com, buy an issue, subscribe. My father's story is in here. Here's our picture. And I'm going to try and tell my father's story finally, because I've always given other families the opportunity. But it was very difficult to confront how everything came about, and I know that Lauren knows, I know that Amy knows, and and Wendy also, she's spoken about this. It's very hard to go over the history of losing a loved one, but I think, like I said, it helps others become more aware. It educates people. It educates everyone on their digestive health, which you don't normally think about. So that's one of the things that I'm proud of, and one of the things I'm looking forward to is sharing my story in September with other families. So registration is open. You can also donate. I've pinned the donation. My father's annual charity page is open, so you can donate whatever you'd like if you'd like to support the cause or donate. One important thing is we're looking for sponsors, of course, for this year's event. If you'd like to be an in-kind sponsor, if you'd like to donate any items, give out snacks, give out water, give out freebies during the event to our 5K runners and to the walkers, that would be amazing. We're looking for that. We're also looking for anyone who wants to donate anything for the first and second prize 5K runners, because we did it last year. Preferred Health Magazine was one of our big sponsors last year. And Jite from Change for Africa, she was a sponsor last year. They gave out gift cards and very useful items, So again, we're looking for anything if you want to donate to the winners of the 5K run. I think we're gonna do top male and top female, first place and second place. So we're gonna do that again, and it worked out really well. Everybody was really excited. We had a lot of teams. So there's also gonna be teams. If you want to have a team, you and your family want to form a team, you can do that as well. You go to Elite Feats. Elite Feats is once again amazing race organization. They're going to be our timers, so they're going to have the course set up. It's going to be 3 loops around Marine Park, and if you want to walk it, you can walk it. Hold your posters up in honor of your loved ones. So we're going to do that again. And we're also going to have the bracelets. I have plenty of bracelets, so everybody who registers for the event gets a complimentary Esophageal Cancer NYC bracelet. We have that. And we also have a virtual option again this year. For those of you who are watching from out of state, if you'd like to join and participate and you don't have access to coming to Brooklyn, you can participate virtually. You can log in your miles, or you can just send us photos of who you're running or walking in honor of. And it's going to be great. It's going to be great because it's going to be open to more people. So you don't just have to be in New York. You can be all over the country or anywhere else for that matter. And as long as you're keeping your loved one's memory alive, that's what our purpose is. That's what the purpose of the event has always been. And like I said, raising awareness and giving people tools to self-advocate is the most important. It's the most important tool, because you could be suffering from heartburn, you could be suffering from acid reflux, indigestion, and your doctor, and I haven't been able to speak to a doctor about this. That's another one of my missions, is to speak to an oncologist, especially a gastro doctor. Why can't we demand testing earlier? If you've been suffering from heartburn for even a year, you should have an endoscopy. Insurance, shouldn't question anything. So there's a lot of complicated matters and politics behind it, and we can get into that as well at the event, because we do have little side conversations with each other. And I'd like to thank Senator Andrew Gennardes from Marine Park. He's been a great sponsor for the past couple of years. Newly elected City Councilman Mercedes Narcisse, she's supported us. Senator Roxanne's been a friend of mine and a colleague of mine for so many years. Senator Roxanne Persaud, she's been there for me last year. Assemblywoman Jamie Williams, she joined us. So a lot of the politicians are getting involved, and it's very helpful because they need to be aware of what's taking place in the medical system that's causing this cancer to grow and kill so many people without a fighting chance. So I'm hoping to get more people on board in September who can kind of, work things out for us in terms of medical resources, political resources, just to spread more awareness and just to make it more effective, and also to be a comfort to families, because I think that's what families need most of all, is the comfort in knowing that they're not alone. Actually, how are any questions? It was great. It was great. Thank you so much. Lauren Ashley, Lauren was one of the participants. I think first she had participated virtually, then I met her and her family for the first time last year. And the amazing part of this is that this event draws people together. It brings people together who never would have connected otherwise. And it's great to connect people who are supportive of each other, and it's also a bittersweet sadness, because it's unfortunate that we're all connecting and supporting each other because of this cancer. But I think it teaches us a lot about humanity and survival. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most, and having new people and new registrants and new participants be a part of our events. And there is a lot of fun to be had, like I said, with the wine raffle and fundraising. It's a very exciting event, and it does have its sad moments. There are a lot of tears, there are a lot of emotions, but I think you need that. You definitely need that, because you need that to repair yourself. You need that to move forward. And I'm not saying that, it makes things better, but it gives resources to future generations. And I'm hoping that this event grows, and it's been growing. We've had almost 200 people at last year's event, both virtually and in real life. So this year, let's go full force. Let's keep spreading the registration and the event. And I can't wait to see everybody in September. I will definitely keep everybody posted on future Facebook Lives and any updates, any changes, and any ideas. So if you're looking to be a sponsor, looking to be a supporter, looking to be a volunteer, come on out. You'll have a great time. Thank you so much for joining me. And the Salgi Foundation and I are very grateful for everything and everybody who's joined us so far. Thank you so much, and have a great Friday night.